Hey, my name is Carl Azus. Welcome to our viewers around the world to your midweek edition of CNN Student News. We're starting today in the Eastern European nation of Hungary, when hundreds of frustrated migrants at a Hungarian holding camp broke through police lines. CNN was there.
We're running now with these migrants and refugees who just broke out of the holding area right along the border with Serbia. The police are literally right behind them, CNN. The police are literally right behind them and in front.
The people who ran were reportedly fed up with the conditions in the holding area, and when police were able to stop about half of them, the authorities brought them food and water. Hungary's been at the forefront of Europe's deepening refugee crisis. Many of the people arriving there from Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria are passing through, hoping for a new life in Western Europe. But some have complained of bad conditions at holding areas and camps in Hungary and are afraid they'll get stuck there. Hungary's government says it's just trying to enforce rules on travelers who don't have the right documentation. In Europe, refugees have certain rights. The right not to be sent back to their home countries, the rights to housing, work, and education. Most of those who are fleeing ISIS terrorists in Iraq, war-ravaged conditions in Afghanistan, and terrorism and civil war in Syria are considered to be refugees. Some others are considered migrants, people hoping to resettle in countries with better opportunities. It's creating a historic humanitarian crisis for Europe. A number of countries are accepting these people. Germany expects to take in 800,000 asylum seekers at a cost of $6.7 billion. Some other European nations say they can't afford or keep up with the flood of people.
Well, this is the kind of temporary housing that German Chancellor Angela Merkel says she wants to see more of. In fact, Germany is planning to build 150,000 areas like this. So you can see it's got a playground area for children, but behind there, these are basically shipping containers that have been bolted together, and inside it's kind of like a one-bedroom apartment, enough for a family with a kitchenette, a toilet. Each floor has showers and a communal kitchen. And the idea is that refugees would come here, live here for about a year before they were able to get out on their own. Now, this is the kind of warm welcome that Germany is putting out, but there is a segment of society here, however small, that does not like to see these newcomers coming into Germany. In fact, just yesterday there was an arson attack, a fire that burned down a shelter just like this. Fortunately, nobody was killed. There were some minor injuries, but it does go to show that there are these kind of attacks. So this is the kind of tension that the German government now has to consider as every day thousands more enter Germany. Atika Schubert, CNN, Berlin.
Time for the shout out. Which of these landmarks would you find in Salisbury Plain? If you think you know it, shout it out. Is it A, Ayers Rock, B, Half Dome, C, Giant's Causeway, or D, Stonehenge? You've got 3 seconds. Go. Salisbury Plain is outside of Salisbury, England, and that's the home of Stonehenge. That's your answer, and that's your shout out.
It's one of the most famous monuments in the world. Archaeologists believe Stonehenge was built between the years 3000 and 1520 BC. It appears to have been a cemetery at one point, though no one knows for sure who built Stonehenge and why. Theories have described it as a temple, a meeting place, a monument for predicting eclipses. Those theories are being tested and new ones born thanks to a remarkable find not far away.
It takes your breath away. People from all over travel to see Stonehenge, its construction and its purpose remaining mystery, thousands of years old.
And now we're learning that just 2 miles away from here, a discovery so extraordinary, experts are calling it archaeology on steroids.
Scientists use ground-penetrating radar technology to make the discovery. They found at least 40 stone slabs in spaces for at least 160 more.
It's incredible to be here knowing that beneath my feet, the remnants of an ancient monument 15 times the size of Stonehenge.
The National Trust's Nick Snashel says the new find rewrites the history of the area.
This place seems to have formed, to have had 3 different functions. It started life as a settlement. Once the settlement went out of use and they'd stopped building Stonehenge, then it became a place that was revered. It became a place of ritual. So that's when they seemed to bring in the stones. But then very shortly thereafterwards, somebody decides that the ritual needs to be done in a different way, that the ceremony and the site are not doing it quite right. So they change it and they bury the lot.
And what does this tell us?
I think what it tells us is that the story of the Stonehenge landscape is much more complicated than we'd ever thought it was.
So the mystery of Stonehenge deepens.
Always.
Erin McLaughlin, CNN, Durrington Walls.
Fun fact, the nation of South Africa has 3 capitals, an administrative one, a judicial one, and a legislative one. First school in our roll call is in the legislative capital of Cape Town. Welcome to everyone watching at the American International School of Cape Town. To the Midwestern U.S., we're visiting our friends at River Valley Junior Senior High School. It's in Correctionville, Iowa, the home of the Wolverines. And in the cowboy state of Wyoming, Cary Junior High School is watching in Cheyenne, the home of the Braves. About 60 miles southeast of Anchorage in southern Alaska, there's a community named Whittier. It's pretty remote. You can only get there by sea or by driving through a long mountain tunnel. An estimated 700,000 people visit Whittier each year, but only about 218 folks permanently live there, and most of them are under one roof.
What is this place? It's a small little town. Everything is in one building.
This building has a mystique. It's a 14-story building built in World War II.
We have everything we need here. You don't even have to leave the building for weeks.
Downstairs we have the post office, the city office. We have a grocery store. We have a clinic that's on the 3rd floor. It's like a city all under one roof.
We are in the Whittier Community School. It is connected by an underground tunnel to the building that we all live in.
And remember, that's up until this point in the book.
On a day-to-day basis, it's a lot like a really big family. Of course, there's family squabbles that take place, but most of the time they're all handled within the family.
So these are the main characters.
We don't always all love each other. We don't always all get along. But when something awful happens, everyone is going to be there to help you.
Why do you live in Whittier, and what's it like living in the same building as everybody else? It makes me laugh, because it's just home to us. It's home. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's maybe a little different, but it's home.
When an 11-year-old in Nantucket tossed it into the sea on January 20th, 2014, he might have been thinking, I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. His family had done this before. One bottle traveled a few miles to Martha's Vineyard. One went over 100 miles to Long Island Sound. This one made it to England, more than 3,000 miles away. A man there found it on a dive, and the sender, who's now 12, is hoping he'll write back. We're glad the finder got video of himself opening it and didn't just Nantucket away for another day. Might have sent the wrong message about the message and kept the project all bottled up, an opportunity lost at sea. Sailing through 10 minutes of commercial-free news and puns, I'm Carl Azus for CNN Student News.